Hello everyone, this is my assignment for the third week of the M4TEVO course on Moodle, and this is what I've learned this week. Let's have a look together. How many activities are there? Well, a lot. Here about 19. Let's see. Here we are on the platform. As you can see, we have all these activities: assignment, certificate, chat, checklist, choice, database, external tool, feedback, and so on. Now we're going to see them more in detail. Let's start with the assignment. The assignment enables the teacher to communicate tasks, collect work, provide grades and feedback. It's interesting that students can submit any digital content, any files they want. Teachers can leave feedback and comments or upload files in response to their students. And the use is for homework, research, or assessment. I'll show you my example now. Here is my example of assignment with the description displayed on the course page. We then have the chat activity, and this enables the participants to have text-based real-time synchronous discussions. There may be one-time activity, or the chat may be repeated at the same time each day or each week. Chats are useful when the group is not able to meet face-to-face. For example, when a student cannot attend in person, or when you want to invite a speaker and to interact with your students. Or, for example, when the teacher wants to help a single student with tests, in preparation for tests, for example. Here is my example. I've also included a picture so that students could immediately see that this is a chat. And this is how a chat looks like from the inside. Of course, it was only me attending this chat, but just to give you an idea. The checklist activity allows a teacher to create a checklist, a to-do list, and a task list for the students to work through. Very effective if you want, for example, your students to in preparation for an exam or before a test, in my opinion. Here is the checklist. This is the icon, and this is the description displayed on the course page. And here what the checklist looks like. The choice activity enables a teacher to ask a single question, and the teacher can offer a selection of possible responses. The results may be published after students have answered, or after a certain date, or maybe not at all. It's you decide, the teacher decides. Results may be published with the student's name or anonymously. You can use the choice for a quick poll, for a quick test, or maybe for decision making, to vote on a decision to be taken in class together. This is the example of a choice. The icon is a question mark, and you can display the question in the course area, and then students will click here and answer your question. The database activity enables participants to create, maintain, and search a collection of entries. The structure of the entries is defined by the teacher as a number of fields, and they can be checkboxes, radio buttons, drop-down menus, text areas, URLs, whatever you want. Use. It's a collaborative collection for web links, books, book reviews, journal references, for displaying something that students have created, for example, photos, posters, websites. Really, you can add almost anything you want to a database. In my example here, I imagined students collecting pictures to be used in preparation for oral tests or exams, for example, for the Cambridge First Certificate. The external tool enables students to interact with learning resources and activities on other websites. But pay attention, because to create an external tool activity, a tool provider which supports LTI learning tools interoperability is required. A teacher can create an external tool activity or make use of a tool configured by the site administrator. Here I took a screenshot of what we had on our platform, and as you can see, this is the list of tools available. And this is my example. The icon here is a little puzzle piece. Feedback. With feedback, teachers can create a survey for collecting feedback from students. They can add multiple choice, yes, no questions, or text input. Students can be free to write what they want. Responses may be anonymous if desired, or not, depends on you, and can be shown to participants or restricted to teachers only. I think a very important feature is that feedback activities on the site front page may also be completed by non-logged in users before they take a course. Use course evaluations or enable participants to sign up for course modules if the feedback activity is displayed on the front page. Guest surveys or course choices or school policies. My example is here at the end, of course, deals with course evaluation. Well, the forum, we are all familiar with the forum. We can have discussions that take place over an extended period of time. And you have different forum types: standard forum, or a forum where students can post exactly one discussion, or a question and answer forum where students must first post before being able to view other students' posts. Forum posts can be rated by teacher or students, so for with peer evaluation, and they use well, maybe to get to know each other, for announcements, discussing course content, as brain teasers, maybe, or for teacher-only discussions when the forum is hidden, or finally as a help center for technical problems, maybe. The glossary activity enables participants to create and maintain a list of definitions, like a dictionary, or to collect and organize resources or information. Teacher can allow files to be attached to glossary entries, and also can display images. I think it's very, very effective, this, to be able to see the entry and the image together. Entries can be approved by default or require approval by a teacher. Here is my example of glossary. This is what a glossary looks like. I've added just words starting with S as an example, and I've added a picture that helps understanding, I think. We then have the hotpot activity. Teachers can distribute interactive learning materials and view reports. A single hotspot activity consists of an optional entry page, then an e-learning exercise and an optional exit page. I think the entry page and the exit page are very, very useful because you can prepare students for the activity and you can give suggestions at the end. Output activity can be created with the following software. This is my example and I'll show you the entry page now. I've added questions in preparation for the listening assignments. When the student has already thought of words that he may see in the listening or encounter in the listening, the students can go on with a preview quiz now. The lesson enables a teacher to deliver content in flexible ways. A teacher can use the lesson to create a linear set of content pages or instructional activities that offer a variety of paths for the learner. And I think this is very interesting. Teachers can include a variety of questions, and depending on the student's choice of answer and how the teacher develops the lesson, student may progress to the next page. They can be taken back or redirected to different or new path. Use self-directed learning of a new topic, or maybe for simulations and decision-making exercises, or for differentiated revision. This is my example. The quiz. You can create different quizzes with different types of questions. The quiz can be attempted various times and you can set a time limit. The use is mostly for assessment. In my opinion, one of the very interesting features is the time limit. Here is my example. Score. A collection of files which are packaged according to an agreed standard. The content is usually displayed over several pages. They use full teaching units, assessment, or multimedia presentations. This is my example. Survey provides a number of verified survey instruments. Pay attention because the survey tools are pre-populated with questions. If you want to create your own survey, you should use the feedback activity. This is my example. We then have the WizIQ modules that enables the teacher to schedule a class. You can have online classes and watch class recordings from inside Moodle, but this is not a default activity. Then the workshop activity enables collection, review and peer assessment of students' work, which is very, very interesting. Can submit any files or type text directly into a field. Students are graded by the teacher and by their peers. This is my example. A speaking activity. And finally, the wiki activity, where participants can add and edit a collection of web pages. Can be collaborative or individual. Use. They can create a book, storytelling, poetry creation, a personal journal. This is my example. And this is an example page from the wiki seen from the inside. Thank you very much for watching.